so tired. Lord have mercy. What up, man? Nobody's here just yet. Have an epidemic. We have a situation that I want to address, man, because nobody seems to pay attention to it. And I guess a lot of people don't live in Atlanta, so I don't expect every YouTube to address this. But in the last, I would say, what's up, man? What's up, Tony? What's up with you? I would say in the last few months, I've seen a myriad of situations happen like this. And I'm kind of tired of this shit because I got a child. I moved near the black side of town because I wanted to be around black people. I was out there out of North Atlanta with a lot of whites and Asians and Indians, and I just really didn't want to have my child grow up around that. I said, well, I want my son to grow up around his own people and date black women, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Christian? Congratulations, brother. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a lot of brothers to just, I wanted to see that. I want to see my son grow up around that. I ain't want him to grow up and be attracted to white girls and stuff like that. Because if he marry a white woman, that'll be a big issue to me. That's important to me, right? So that being said, I want to see my son, too dangerous in the hood. Well, guys, let me say this. Let me get it out. Okay, so last night, I'm sorry, y'all, I lost my damn connection for a second. Last night, two dusty motherfuckers got into it, right? When they got into it, what's up, man? What's up, y'all? What's good? So when they got into it, niggas pulled out the gun and started shooting. Lady was driving by or saw the shit taking place, and they shot a 1-year-old child in the hand. Thank God it was just the hand and not the head or the chest or some shit. And I hope the child is okay. But I couldn't imagine my son, something like that. His mama calling me crying and screaming hysterically because these ape niggas done it. And they are apes. I'm sorry. You are a monkey, okay? At a nigga they got into it over whatever the fuck they got into it over and shot. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a freak accident, right? What's up? Because you would think that you'd be like, man, that was a freak accident. That's not the norm. Okay. Last week, little 18-year-old girl just graduated high school. She's working somewhere, trying to get a job somewhere. She's asleep in her bed. Two niggas get into it. Bullet goes into the house, hits her in her chest and kills her, right? You're like, okay, whatever. That's a freak accident. About a year ago, when I first moved over here, man, over there off Columbia Drive, this lady was driving late at night. I think it was Boulder Crest. She was driving late at night, 11 o'clock on a Sunday. Little boy had just turned 3 on a Friday. Had a little boy in the backseat. Niggas drove up by the car, shot into the car. She say she woke up, heard the little boy screaming, turned around, they done shot him in the chest. 3. I ain't got nothing for motherfuckers like that. I ain't got nothing for your ass. And this is the thing, guys. Like, I know the Botham Jean situation, his family and all that. Like, we got all these so-called, I hate to go on and say this. I'm kind of tired of this shit, man. We want to sit and talk about that cop situation, right? Which, I mean, let's be honest. We knew what the circumstances and outcome pretty much was going to be. If she does some time, it's going to be a smack on the wrist for the shit she did, right? But I'm tired, sick and tired of seeing young black children and innocent bystanders shot down in the black community just by sheer fact of it being in the proximity of living near them. You see what I'm saying? We can't have communities. We can't fix shit if the minute I try to bring some nice shit to the hood, or the minute I try to, my brother was on city council in the city. Talk to business people. My brother he lost because my brother's a conservative, right? Republican. So he lost in this city, right? A lot of them niggas didn't want him in there because he was a Republican. Not because he brought in charter schools. Not because he went in, and the west side of Montgomery has been dying for the last X amount of years, right? When I say dying, I mean you ride down the street, it's a damn ghost town. So he went and tried to talk to the mayor to get the mayor to recruit some people to come into the city and bring businesses to the west side of Montgomery, which will automatically increase the property value of these houses over in that area, right? Common sense will tell you that. If you got nice shopping centers and nice places in the west, in the side of, in the hood, near the hood, or near the, I ain't even call it the hood, near the black community, then what happened is the property values will spike. So so the mayor wouldn't do it. And the mayor told him, said, man, don't nobody want to put business over there. Every time he would try to say something, he would speak up, say stuff on Facebook. Hey, the black side of town needs this, the black side of town. Now, my brother's a conservative Republican. The black Democrats was in there, and what they was doing was just giving the mayor a right to basically funnel all their money and funds out to East Montgomery, which is where the white folks at. So right now, when you go to Montgomery, you get off on one exit, it's all overdeveloped and looking ugly and shit because they done put shit, stacked it all up one street like called out there by East Chase. Everything's all stacked up on top of each other. I'm like, damn, why everybody and their mama trying to throw a store out here in this area when you got this whole big ass boulevard? Why don't you develop that? And it just doesn't look right. The city looks run down, right? Now, why am I saying this? Because what I'm saying, guys, is you get the people, you get the community, you get the system that you create, okay? And right now, instead of us being upset and angry at all these damn stupid ass monkey ass niggas out here, because that's what the fuck they is, monkeys, right? I don't give a damn. You are 8, nigga. You shooting up people's houses. I got 2 friends, just so happened I found out this weekend when I went to Montgomery. 2 of my friends' houses got shot up. Both of them were situations. One guy living in another city that we went to Tuskegee with. And my homeboy living in Montgomery, his family, his house got shot up. Dumbass 8 nigga didn't even take the time to see who house he was shooting up. See, this happens apparently this has happened a few times where you got low IQ, stupid motherfuckers out there. See, when people say shit about us in our community and about how we got lower IQs and we too stupid to do this and we too stupid to do that, I'm the first person that gets angry when I hear these IQ arguments. Right? I'm the first person that gets upset. I got videos going after them IQ arguments with white racists, white nationalists cussing me out in the comment section, calling me stupid because I'm just trying to defend us. But how the fuck can I defend a motherfucker just shooting randomly up into somebody's house without knowing who fucking house you shooting up in? Huh? How can I defend two niggas riding up and shooting up in a 3-year-old kid and killing him, man? What type of nigga, like, and this the thing, we out here, like, you know, look, I'm going to Jason Black, Tariq Nasheed, everybody making videos about the Botham Jean situation, about the dude got killed, white supremacy this, white supremacy that. What about these fuck? And look, listen, I know I sound like a damn cop right now or a white conservative, whatever. So, and look, I think the cops is bullshit, okay? There needs to be something done about the police too. But let's look at the murders per year by the police. Let's say the police kill 3,000 people a year. Out of those 3,000 people, 50% of them are white. Out of that, now that's high, but let's say that's it, right? Then let's say out of that 50%, half of those people are unarmed, right? So that's 750 people that get killed or whatever a year. You know what I'm saying? Or actually, yeah, about 750. So out of 700, how many niggas get killed just in 1 or 2 cities, man? And I know I hate to be that Barringer of Harbinger, whatever they call it. Hate to be the bearer of the bad news, guys. We are killing ourselves, and we do a lot of shit we do a lot of self-inflicted shit, man. We do a lot of self-inflicted shit. I don't think most police are decent. I don't. I expect every damn time I run into a cop, he probably want to shoot my ass. That's what I think. So you know what? I actually fear the niggas on the street more than I fear the police. Because I think that's the thing. And what I'm saying is, guys, we do need to address certain problems that we have. And we don't address them motherfuckers. I'm sick of it. I'm noticing that shit. I'm here in Atlanta, man. I was listening to the news just a minute ago. And I'm listening to these 2 and 3 stories of motherfuckers that got shot out here. And I'm like, damn, niggas just, doing dumb shit to each other out here in these streets. And not just each other. I really don't give a shit if these niggas shoot each other. I don't when they shoot each other. It ain't them. It's people like me. It's people like, people that's going to work, people that don't want their kids caught up in no crossfire. You know how many times I think in the last month, between the city of Birmingham, Montgomery, and Atlanta, I done heard of little kids under 10 years old getting killed, just living in their house trying to go to sleep or trying to, you know what I'm saying? And these motherfucking coward ass niggas that don't want to throw a punch, that don't want to fight, they'd rather pull a gun out. So you got into it with somebody yesterday and you so upset, you pull a gun out and try to kill the nigga. Don't y'all see something wrong with that? Like, you bad that you willing to pull a gun. You so tough, you'll pull a gun out and shoot me and go sit your stupid, ignorant monkey ass in bars for 10 years, 15, however many years they give you. But you that tough. You got to prove to me that you so fucking tough, that you willing to kill me just because I did some shit that is not even commensurate with you pulling out a fucking gun. Like stepping on my shoes, bumping into me, calling me a fuck nigga, calling me a snitch. Man, you get killed. Listen to these dumb ass niggas in these Vlad interviews. And you get killed if you call somebody a snitch. Those are fighting words. You can't say that. Like, when I heard them niggas say that shit, I heard plenty of motherfuckers be called snitch. You don't kill them. That was on some other shit about Nipsey. But what I'm saying is, the fact that motherfuckers would even say some shit like that. I don't want to live around motherfuckers that are that easily triggered to take it to a life or death situation over some small petty shit like a word. You stupid motherfucker. You think I'm finna go? I got shit to do. Okay, guys? I got a lot of shit to do. I'm trying to build my fucking empire. I ain't got time to be going and sitting up in no jail cell for shit for a day for your stinking ass. Just to prove any damn thing to you. Anything you want me to prove to your ass, you go the other way. You the toughest, okay? I don't even, motherfuckers like that, I don't even want to try to prove I'm the toughest nigga. That's why you don't see, he always hit me on here talking about I whoop a nigga ass. I ain't no bitch, but I ain't finna be out here talking about I'm gonna whoop this, I'm this, I'm that. I knocked this nigga out. Because at the end of the day, I'm tired of that shit. Black man, you so fucking tough, but look, you are a fucking joke. We are a joke. Damn it, we are a joke. I'm included. At least I'm trying to do something about this shit. Because I'm tired of this shit. Black man, black people, we gotta look at the scoreboard. We fucking losing. And you doing dumb shit right here, shooting up. Whatever the fuck happened yesterday, I'm tired of hearing about these little babies out here getting hurt, just living around your stinking ass. Babies are innocent. Little 3-year-old, 2, I got a son. That shit affect me way different than it used to before I had a child. Now I got a child. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine, man. That shit scared the shit out of me, man. I have been praying for that family, that 3-year-old kid that got shot. Because I just tried to relive that shit in my mind. Like, what would it be like to be driving down the street with my son and somebody just pull up alongside and shoot him? He wake up screaming. That shit would be a fucking nightmare. I couldn't imagine. I cannot imagine the pain I would feel. They'd have to take my ass and put me in an institution somewhere because I wouldn't be no good if somebody did some shit like that. But first of all, I would turn it to the fucking equalizer and find them motherfuckers and kill them in the courtroom. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm tired of the justice system. This the thing, man. Like, the justice system so fucked up. The niggas that's doing dumb shit. Like, I know a nigga that got caught doing selling dope. This nigga done been to jail 3 and 4 times. This nigga done got caught with the feds. He snitching and he just back out on the streets and that's it. Like, come on, man. That's the shit that get me. You know what I'm saying? And the niggas, then they'll lock my ass up for some traffic. They'll lock me up for traffic tickets for damn near a year. But a nigga out here moving dope get cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, the legal system fucked up because they want y'all to fuck each other up. They want y'all to sell drugs in your community. They want you to keep your property value down. Then you want to turn around and bitch about gentrification? I can't even respect a lot of these so-called black woke guys that always want to talk about white supremacy and gentrification, but you don't want to talk about these monkey ass niggas out here killing children. You don't want to talk about that we got to be consistent. If you're going to have morals, if you're going to be this high moral standard of virtue and shit like that, you need to call that shit out. Stop trying to be so friendly with the fucking streets. Tariq, Jason Black. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem that I have with a lot of these niggas. Because I'm sorry, lately I have seen that. I've seen them on numerous occasions try to be friendly with the fucking streets, trying to show them niggas love in the streets, trying to show that you down, trying to show that you this and that. So a lot of times these dudes will go live and shit or be on the internet, won't tell them niggas, stop selling drugs, stop fucking up your community, stop trying to prove you tough all the damn time. Because ain't none of them niggas tougher than the damn white man half the time. A lot of them niggas, that's so tough, they'll come shoot me. A white man do some shit, he can look like George Zimmerman. Ain't nobody done shit to George Zimmerman, but you'll shoot a 3-year-old. You will shoot a 3-year-old, you might well shoot shit. Waste that time and shoot somebody that really at least show some respect. So people at least start showing black people respect. You see what I'm saying? I know he don't live in the hood. Tariq, I know he don't. I know Tariq done moved. He live out with the white folks. See what I'm saying? And he talking about the streets, this and that. Like when that shit happened with Nipsey, he trying to talk like he all on the streets and this nigga. A lot of people was upset with Tariq. When the shit happened in Ferguson, Missouri, to Darren Seals, a lot of people was upset with Tariq. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of that shit going on. Our morals are out of whack, dog. They just are. Our morals are out of whack. Cause I'm at the point where I'm starting to realize there's a lot of black people in the black community that if we really just be honest and take off the mask and the facade, if we were honest, we would have to admit that most black people in the black community refuse to get off their ass and handle some of the fuckery that we see in our community. Because right now, guys, there's nobody that can sit up here and tell me that a little 8-year-old or a little 2-year-old or 1-year-old deserve to catch a bullet. They ain't shit a 2-year-old and done to a child. It was a guy in Montgomery. I kid you not. He killed a little kid, was like in the 2nd grade. He killed that kid because he got out of bed. Like this the type of dumb shit. Now, of course, that couldn't have been his child. Probably his mom's boyfriend or some shit like that. See, and this is what get me about this shit. Where the hell do the dads be when some shit like that happen? Because let me tell you something. This dude, one time we was in elementary school. I'll never forget this shit. Because I had a new level of respect for my dad. Right? Now, this was the 80s. Because today, you ain't no telling what happened. But this boy hauled off and put his fist. He liked my sister. He put his fist and bust her in the chest. Hard as he could. She starts crying. They run to the office. Right? I'm in elementary school. I'm in like second, first grade. So my dad was a painter, God rest his soul. Dad got wind of it some kind of way. And dad came up there with paint all on him. You know what I'm saying? Dad came up there and the principal was telling him what's happening. And I remember sitting there looking at dad just standing there with this gesture like mad, fire mad. He did what? Like that, right? And so he went and talked to my sister. And you know, my dad, when he came to my sister, he didn't give a damn. Anybody fuck with my sister, dad coming up there to cut the food. So they was in the office and the little boy he was about in the 6th grade. Then my sister was like the 5th, 6th grade. He started talking about, you know, so he's sitting up there. And so dad got up and walked across. Why you put your hands on my daughter? So the principal like, Mr. So-and-so, you know, don't do that. He's like, oh no, I just want to ask him why you put your hands on my daughter. Like that. So the little boy kind of got a little attitude. Shit. Man, dad grabbed his ass by his shirt. Boy, kill your ass in here, boy. Don't you ever put your hands on my door. And the little boy started crying, you know. But it was funny because I remember like he was just tough a minute ago trying to talk shit to my dad. But when he saw my dad wasn't fucking around, all that little shit went out of him. He started crying. He never said another word to my sister. But this was the 80s because today if he did that, he'd probably have to go to jail. But see, times are different. You see what I'm saying? And we don't have fathers doing shit like that no more. I don't hear stories of dads doing shit like that. I don't know too many dads that'll do some shit like that I know of, that I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear stories of black people, chastising this shit. Man, we need to get these motherfuckers out of our communities or we ain't gonna ever have shit. You see what I'm saying? This is why our best and brightest get the fuck. What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. Hey. This is why the best and brightest and most intelligent black people get the hell out of the black community. We can't grow, we can't function with this level of fuckery going on in our communities. And that's what I see a lot of, is a lot of just stupidity that so-called leaders and thought leaders make excuses for. Fuck the streets. I don't need the respect of the streets, okay? Every black person I know from the damn hood, you ain't better than me. Somehow we think, this is the problem I see with us, man. We got some fucked up morals, man. I'm gonna tell the truth. Black people, we love to try to talk this shit. And I'm talking to black folks. If you white and you get your ass in here, moderators, please get their ass out here. I ain't talking to them. Okay? Because if I get on white folks, this will be a 5-hour hangout. Right? This will be a 5-hour stream. If I really want to talk about white people, I had to go back 500 years and go in on your stinking ass. So, but what I'm talking about my own people. One of the problems I see in our communities is, for example, a while ago, T-Pain said with this Tekashi situation, a lot of these celebrities, man, that nigga a snitch, man. You shouldn't mess with Tekashi no more. T.I., you a snitch. Snoop, you a snitch. I mean, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas want to live by this code of the street shit, and it's like we all got to adhere to it because we black because of the color of our skin, right? But then what got me was T-Pain said some shit a while ago and was like, I snitch on them niggas too. They trying to kill me. They trying to fuck with my baby mama. They done fuck with my baby mama. They trying to kill my mama like that. You trying to end my life? I will snitch. So everybody got upset. And Gunplay from MMG came out talking about, well, see, you ain't no real nigga like me. See, I done been in gunfights and shit. Like, so let's get this straight for a second. So you real because you done had somebody shoot at you to try to kill you. Don't y'all, and I guess in his mind, he actually think that makes him more moral. That's like a chick saying, so-and-so ain't no real woman. So-and-so ain't no real woman. I got babies. I done had 3 kids out of wedlock. That's what the fuck that sound like. You know how dysfunctional you have to be to say some dumb shit like that. And for black people, we don't really check this shit a lot of times. Because I remember looking at Gunplay like, oh, so you a real nigga because you been in a gunfight. Okay. So he a real nigga. And what we mean by real nigga is I'm a gangster and I'm on a higher moral ground. This is what we fail to say. He basically put it in layman's terms. I'm on a higher moral ground than you. I'm better than you because I've been out here getting shot at. I've been in fights. I've had to fear for my life. I've had to walk around with a knife and a gun because I'm worried about some shit that I did to some niggas. Probably shot his little sister or some fuck shit, but I'm a real nigga. Like, you see how stupid that shit is. This is this us. Man, I don't know. I don't know if he got beat up by the game. I don't know nothing about that. But that's what I'm saying, man. We at this point now where it's like we don't have any real, we kind of like, I don't know. Our morals are so twisted. So when I hear shit like that, when I hear what the fuck he just, that they say Gunplay said, I just shook my damn head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we romanticize that shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of hearing every time I cut the damn news on. You know how many times in Atlanta, just in the last year, how many black children and got killed just being in the wrong place? It ain't when you say wrong place at the wrong time, in the bed or in the car riding with their mama. Kids or babies don't deserve to catch no bullets, man. That's fucked up. That shit bothers me more than anything. If we had unarmed black people getting shot as much as bystanders get shot just in the city of Atlanta, the whole world would be in outrage right now. I'm sorry, that is somewhat of hypocrisy on us as a people that we can lose our children. And I'm sorry, like I hear people say, are there times where black people complain about the black on black crime? Yeah, but I don't think we do it enough. I mean, yeah, we made a song about it. We made a movie about it, which they hated on Spike Lee for making, called Chirac. Is it not Chirac? Is it not, don't they call themselves savages and shit like that? Don't they call themselves monkeys? That's what the fuck you call yourself, Chirac monkey. That's what you need to call it. Not savage, monkey. Chirac monkey. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas is hood. I'm a real nigga. I'm a goon. No, you're a monkey. You're an ape. You're a Neanderthal. You're not even human. You're a damn troglodyte. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying? Evil ass. I'm tired of these niggas, man. Because that's the thing. Like, when look, I'll be the first guy to sit out here and say, when a black cop shoots somebody, when a cop shoots somebody, fuck the police. I'll be the first one saying that motherfucker need to be under the jail. Justice is justice. That ain't right. I'll be the first person. But I'm also fair, guys. I'm not gonna just watch black people get killed and watch black children and black people be terrorized in their own damn communities, and then we make excuses for that shit, talking about, well, I mean, hey, he just trying to make a living, or, because guys, guess what? When a nigga sell dope, when you're a dope dealer, you part of the problem. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. See, because we got this little fantasy in our minds that, well, he just trying to feed his family. You know what I'm saying? What did Big say? This for all the people that called the police on me, but I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. Like, okay, first of all, why did you drop out of high school? Number one. Number two, why are you selling drugs in the community? Because you pulling down property value, affecting wealth in people. If I get a mortgage on a property and I'm trying to own that property, you standing your stinking ass out there with your pants hanging off your ass, causing my property value to go down. Anybody ride down the street, you mean mugging them every time. See what I'm saying? I'm going to say the same shit. I can't even walk down the street with motherfuckers without motherfuckers looking at my car like they want to shoot me just for turning on the block, right? And so I'm supposed to understand that you just trying to make money to feed your daughter. Why the fuck was you out to have unprotected sex in this day and age with HIV and AIDS out here? Like it's so many things I can go down a laundry list where you done fucked up before you start coming and trying to shame me for calling the police because I want my community to be clean and safe. I don't want drug addicts coming up and down my shit, breaking in my car, stealing radios and shit like that, stealing purses, reaching up in motherfuckers' cars, stealing computers and shit like that. See what I'm saying? That's what people, I gotta lock my shit up. I gotta have burglar bars on my shit because you want to make some money to feed your daughter because you irresponsible. And then let's be honest, a lot of drug dealers are lazy, just a lazy man's hustle, right? The biggest thing I see a lot of drug dealers do, this the lazy man's hustle. I'm a rapper and I'm gonna sell drugs to pay for it. That's what they do, right? Now, you got these niggas out here selling dope, a lot of them, and they really, at the end of the day, don't have any real fucking talent. A lot of them as rappers, they don't. Just tell the truth. And I'm kind of tired of that old ass hustle, man. Like, we need to evolve as a people. And I'm tired of feeling sorry for your stinking ass because you selling dope. I don't feel sorry for you. Because guess what, guy? I'd have been broke. I done struggled. I done had been without. I'm from the hood just like your ass did. Everything. Never sold dope, ever. We had the lights cut out before when I was growing up. We went without gas. We went with propane heating the house. Sometimes we went with a lot of shit because we didn't have no money. See what I'm saying? This is what happened, guys. I had to deal with it. Why the fuck can't you? Why can't you get off your ass and handle your own problems like a grown ass man should? That's what you should do, but you don't. You don't handle your issues like a grown man. You more so focused on trying to be something that you're not. You know what I'm saying? A businessman, a drug businessman. Your ass ain't no businessman. That's the thing, man. I'm tired of these niggas. I'm tired of, like, when I hear shit like that about a 1-year-old child getting shot, I'm getting sick of these motherfuckers. And then I'm supposed to be out here. See, Tariq and Jason Black, if one of the motherfuckers that shot up in that car and killed that little 3-year-old boy last year, got his ass shot by the police, Jason Black would make a 2-hour broadcast talking about white supremacy and why that shit was wrong and why we need to be, fuck them niggas. I said it, fuck them. If you a street nigga and the cop pull your ass over and shoot the shit out of you and you unarmed and you doing everything he say, fuck you. I don't really care no more. That's what I'm getting. Because don't nobody give a fuck about these children getting shot. And until we start really getting upset about a 3-year-old child who's sitting in the car. I got a son. The motherfuckers would shoot my child, and then I have to go on TV and go on the internet and listen to these motherfuckers bitch about police. Bitch, I don't want to hear about no police. They done shot somebody's child, man. Where's the anger over that shit? You should be just as outraged of a nigga shooting a 3-year-old child or a 1-year-old or 2-year-old or 5-year-old, right, in his house playing with toys that ain't done shit to nobody. You should be just as angry, if not more angry, but you not. Which when I see shit like that, I can't respect what the fuck you talking about. This is why I stopped watching them broadcasts all the time. Them damn white supremacy broadcasts. Just about a week ago, he made a broadcast talking about the warriors in the black community, all the thugs. Man, get the fuck out. They don't care about what the police, they don't fear the police. Fuck out of here. 90% of nigga thugs fear the police. If they didn't fear the police, first thing they'll do is ride on George Zimmerman. That's the first thing we should have been doing, is killing his ass if you don't fear the police. Yeah, you got niggas out here die for dumb shit. Or shoot up any damn thing over a nigga, but we ain't scared of each other. We scared of the police. The only time you see a nigga get into it with the police and shoot a cop, most of the time it be white boys, ex-military white boys. They the ones that'll kill a cop. Rarely you got that rare occasion where a black man will kill a cop. And usually that nigga is in a desperate situation where he might be facing 30, 40 years already. He wanted for murder. He gets pulled over. That's a nigga that gonna shoot a cop. He ain't shooting the cop because he don't fear the cop. He's shooting because he is scared. He know his ass about to go to jail. He like, fuck it. Might as well shoot the cop because they finna lock my ass up in my life over anyway. I'm finna do 40 years. And they know that. Because these niggas know the legal system better than the damn lawyer do half the time. Autograph Skittle bag. That's what I'm saying. Them motherfucker autographing Skittles bags, and these niggas out here shooting 3-year-old kids. Can you respect the black? Let's be honest, guys. If I wasn't black, man, I would look. I'm gonna tell the truth. If I was not black and gave a fuck, because these are my people, this is my community, guys. If we was playing a sport right now, our ass would be getting blown out by 30, 40 points, easy in basketball. 4-5 touchdown spread in football. Like we down by 5 touchdowns in football right now. That's how bad this shit looks for black people right now. And then when you try to tell black people to score and say, hey man, this the score. Black man, this is the score. When you try to tell black people to score and then they start talking about racism, white supremacy, dude, I can't even look at you. I can't look you in the face with a straight face and tell you the truth, man. You're a fucking coward. Most of us are cowards. I'm gonna just go there for it. Most of us as black people are cowards. Because what the fuck we like, let's be honest. If you don't want to address that fuckery going on in your community, I can't accept you as a community. I can't accept you as a man. I feel like a fucking laughing stock of the world. We are the laughing stock of the world. And doing the shit we supposed to do, we should be just as upset when little 3- and 4-year-old babies getting shot out here, man. That shit pissed me off. And I don't see that. I'm sick of going on the internet and seeing, Professor Black Truth and Jason Black and everybody talking about this shit about your boy. What about these damn children out here getting shot down every other day that don't nobody talk about? Some little girl got shot in Montgomery the other day. I kid you not, this shit happens at least once a week. Some little innocent child getting shot down by some stupid monkey ape, low IQ, below 50 stupid nigga, right? Don't nobody got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't shitting on brothers that I know on YouTube. I'm just talking about in general in our community. Because a lot of the brothers on YouTube in the Black Manosphere, I wouldn't consider the real thought leaders of the black community right now. That would be guys that's got over 100-some thousand subscribers, that's doing documentaries and been on CNN and getting, fucking going back and forth with The Root and TV One. You a thought leader. That's a motherfucker that's a thought leader. Not a nigga on the internet with 20,000 subscribers. I don't feel that way. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But guys that have been in the game for years, like Tariq, he the main one. And I feel like that shit fucked up. I do. I feel like it's fucked up. Like this shit pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would say Willa D, because a lot of people fuck with Willa D. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you wouldn't say me. I ain't no thought leader. I don't consider myself. I'm just me. I'm just sub. But when it comes to guys that are on the internet, I see a lot of fucked up shit going on. And I don't hear people really addressing that shit like I feel like we should be. Because that's the shit that should be shamed. Go on Facebook right now. Everybody mama posting shit about both them John, about the dude got killed. And then, wait a minute, man. Some little girl got shot last week in our house. 3-year-old kid got shot. Y'all worrying about that shit? Look, I'm not saying that the cops probably did kill him. I'm about 80% sure it was a cop that killed him. Right? That's what they do. But my thing is, yeah, be upset about that shit. But let's be upset about these motherfuckers. I'm willing to bet in every city where there is a nice size amount of black people, this shit happens at least once every few weeks. Some little child gets killed. I was interviewing my homeboy Kevin King. Dude got into it with some people, and the niggas shot up the right house, but they killed the little kid in the bed. And the boy was like in the 10th grade, 9th grade, wanted to be an engineer at Tuskegee. Went there and hugged his mom, and everybody told him he loved him. They went in the bed and they came and shot the house up and killed him. Shot him in the head. Boy in the bed sleep, man. What the fuck? So yeah, they shot the right house up that time. But is that where we at now, dog? Shooting people's houses up where they not even ready? What did he do to get the house shot up? See what I'm saying? For me to shoot your house up, it gonna have to be some real World War III shit you done did to me. I'm not gonna shoot your house up because you stole some dope. But see, this is how stupid niggas are. You ended some little innocent kid's life over some dope, man. Over whatever the fuck it was the boy took. He robbed you and took whatever. You out there on the streets, nigga, that's par for the course. You got robbed. I'm not, see, this me, I got breaks. So if I'm in that life and a nigga do something to me, I'm gonna do something to him. I'm not gonna shoot his little sister, his mom, his cousin. I'm not gonna do no shit like that. Cause I got standards. But guess what? That's why the fuck I ain't one. That's why I'm not one. See, because let's be honest, these niggas that sell dope, a lot of these niggas don't have no damn morals and standards. We want to just go ahead and go there for a second. A lot of these niggas don't have no damn morals and standards. I'm gonna say that shit. I'm tired of us just imbuing shit on these dudes that they haven't shown. You haven't shown a consistent ability to have morals, that you have morals worth a fuck. Because I think that shit is immoral. I do. I'm gonna go ahead and go there. Because we all know the good drug dealers, the dudes that's good dudes, but he ain't got no money. No, that's a lazy nigga. And I'm sorry, laziness is part of your character, guys. If you're lazy, that's part of your character. If you don't have a good work ethic, that's character, man. Which means that you're not a good person, which means you got some, should they call it character deficiencies. That's what that is. You see what I'm saying? You saw a dude walk down the street with an AK-47. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta feel sorry for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Snow on the Bluff. Remember that little documentary they had? I'm supposed to feel sorry for these. Look at that nigga. That nigga the whole time didn't want to do what the fuck he want to do to get off the streets. You around here with thousands of dollars worth of dope. You made all this money. Why don't you get the fuck off the street? Just get off. Well, I mean, I can't make that. That mean, okay, so what you saying is your best way is to do it is the only way you see, just like when I was watching Power yesterday. Tariq stupid ass is so determined to sell dope. I'm like, this life ain't finna end well for your dad, probably for Uncle Tommy, or you, or your mama. This shit ain't finna end well. Your dad have been about to get killed 40, 50 times. He been trying to get out since the first episode we saw him. It's 6 seasons later, he's still fucking with it. See what I'm saying? And been lucky. And really, if it wasn't a TV show, your dad would have been fucked up. What's up, truck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of us as a people ignoring these motherfuckers. Nobody calls them out. Nobody says anything. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could get upset when white people say, what about black on black crime? And even Tariq got it in the coon train. So I guess I'm a coon now because I'm saying, man, black on black crime, we are our own worst enemy. Go to the song. Coon train is coming in. We are our own worst enemy. What about black on black crime? No, nigga, what about it? Are we not our own worst enemy? I mean, is any of that shit not true? So what really qualifies me to be a coon then? Because see, I'm a coon for saying some real shit. Because I done heard every black person say the same shit. At some point in time, we done all said black people are their own worst enemy. At some point in time, we done all said, damn, man, we got to stop all this killing. We got to stop all this crime in our community. What about it? That shit is a problem. Shit, man, I'm a black man, I open up a fucking business, bitch, you'll come take my life. Well, it's a dude in Chicago, I think it was, had a brother tried to come into the community. I remember this shit. He had some, opened up some type of shoe thing he was doing. Walking out to play, motherfucker came there and blew his brains out and robbed him. This is a dude who invested in the community and was trying to do something for the community. So my thing is, fuck y'all niggas. Let that shit let it go to hell. Like I say, I'm gonna say it again. Black niggas, we black folks don't understand nothing but pain. Bring it on. That's what I want. I can't wait for this shit to go bad for us. I really can't. I bet you like, damn, this nigga like he hate black folk. I don't hate us. Because the only thing that's gonna wake a lot of these motherfuckers up and make them real quick, it's just like when you know what? We take breathing for granted. Stop breathing for about 2 minutes. Let's see how your ass how you feel about that shit then. You know what I'm saying? You take being on the ground for granted. Drop a motherfucker out of an airplane. Let's see how they feel then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit black folks we take for granted. That we don't see that we have opportunities, businesses, things that we could do. And even in our communities, we take safety for granted. We do. We take that shit for granted. Motherfuckers is out here shooting and killing and robbing all the damn time. And black folks, we want to sit up here and talk about Botham Jean and all that shit with his family and how they went and forgave folks and all that. I don't want to hear this shit. I really don't. I don't want to hear it. He died and his 10 son got shot. Something like that happened in Cleveland. He died and his 10 son. You mean 10-year-old son? We got love. We have a huge problem with love and respect because we won't protect. We won't protect or kill for our own. No, we won't protect or kill for our own. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I would actually probably have more respect if somebody took George Zimmerman ass, tied his bitch ass to a tree, streamed that shit over the internet, right? And cut his ass up in real slow pieces and watch that motherfucker suffer. And they stream that shit. And that shit wound up getting leaked on the internet. And everybody sitting there watching his ass suffer. You like that movie Law Abiding Citizen. See, that's the type of shit that I hate to say it, that if white people will do some shit like that, they got some sick ass evil white folk. They do that shit for fun though. A white person will kidnap a black child, stream that shit over closed circuit, and rich millionaire, billionaire black folks will pay 30, 40,000 just to sit there and stream and watch that shit while somebody sit there and eat the child or something. This is how evil motherfuckers is that we call white supremacists. Like they real evil, demonic. Like I'm not under any delusions about racism, white supremacy. Oh yeah, the enemy is evil now, super evil. But a lot of us though, like when it comes to shit that I see in our communities that we need to stand up against as men, as women, we don't need to have motherfuckers coming in our community getting respect and thinking that nigga a real nigga. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of hearing that real nigga bullshit. Cause it's the real nigga that fucks us more than anybody else, dog. You know how many real niggas right now fucking up your community where you grew up, where your houses are worth? Cause guys, I mean, I saw an article, I think Jason Black was talking about how they're saying black houses are grossly undervalued, as if the elephant in the room, man, okay, let's ride down these neighborhoods. Do they keep the grass cut? Are they parking on the grass? Right? Like a lot of shit you can tell, man. I look, where I'm at right now, they done gentrified a couple of houses and shit. They done got rid of a lot of houses. Right? I'm glad. Get your ass the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the truth. A couple of houses down. White man bought that shit, gentrified it. He got the bitch for sale. He rehabbing it. Get them niggas the fuck out of here. Give a fuck. Bye. Feel sorry for your ass. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see you every time I ride down the street, motherfuckers parking on the grass. They doing dumb shit like, you know what I'm saying? Then when you try to speak up and say something, you might have to worry about motherfuckers getting into a damn physical altercation with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You riding down the street, you got to worry about, like, I'm going to tell you, one house they bought, because this is a white man that bought like 8 houses around here. Like literally maybe 100, 200 feet away from me. He done bought 8 houses in a 200-foot radius, right? One of the houses, they had some trash when I came to visit this house when I was about to get it. That trash stayed there till that white man bought that house. And so that shit, it's like they took it and dragged it to the edge of the yard, dropped the shit on the edge of the yard, and that shit been sitting there since then. And until he bought the house and rehabbed it. Nasty. Like shit like that. Now all that nasty trailer trash white folks, yeah. But let's be honest, we'll sit there and talk about how property's undervalued, and we'll blame that shit on racism. We won't blame it on what, no, you got Jaquan standing his stinking ass out there with his pants hanging off his ass all day. And you got his customers breaking in people's shit all the damn time. To where we gotta have burglar bars and shit like that. See what I'm saying? You got that type of shit going on. And then you got people like us, educated black folks that want to live around black people, that want to have our children. See, this is how we lose a lot of our best and brightest, because I'm sorry. When it comes to my son going to school, he ain't going to no public school. I'm either have to pay for him to go to private, or I'm gonna have to move my ass out where the white folks at. I don't want to do that shit, but that's the only option, 2 options I got. See what I'm saying? Can't do that in the suburb. Exactly, you can't do that in the suburb. You pro-gentrification, but I'm not pro-gentrification of neighborhoods that have historic value. For example, Harlem. But see, guys, let me tell you something. I'm not pro-gentrification technically. I'm not. I just don't give a fuck. And some of these niggas deserve it. And the reason I say that is, how the fuck you let white people buy Zora Neale Hurston's house? How you let white people buy Langston Hughes' property? How you let white people buy up all this shit that make that, man, that's like damn near like the 10 Commandments for black folks. Harlem, that's a damn black national, that's like a family heirloom, man. How the fuck you, see, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for these dudes. I'm supposed to feel sorry when you talking about gentrification. Fuck out of here. That's why I was talking about that movie, what's the name, that shit that was on Netflix that was whack as hell. Black and Privileged, or whatever the name of that shit was. Man, that shit was whack. Gentrification, guys, needs to happen to some of these motherfuckers, some of these ape-ass niggas out here. I'm gonna go and say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I heard Tupac say this one time, of all people. He said, black people act like we cool living next to a rapist or a murderer. We scared of rapists and murderers just like you are. Well, we don't act like it. That's the real thing, man. We can't be, and Pop was a kid when he died. The boy was number 25, 26 years old, right? I respect the hell out of Pop, but I also that a lot of the shit that these rappers say and do is hypocritical. I won't hear shit from a guy like Tupac, David Banner. David Banner will talk about police, racism, white supremacy, Christians, and all that shit. But then he won't call out the low-life street motherfuckers. He like, well, they just doing what they got to do to survive. So let me get this straight, guy. What you are really telling me is you don't have the mental capacity nor morality to do anything but do what you're doing. So we can't hold you accountable for your actions. That's a child, guys. That's who we just described. That is a child you just described. So you got to understand what you're really saying when you say what you say. When you tell me that a black person has no choice but to do some illegal shit or some shit that's some low level shit, then what you're really telling me is that the black community and us as a whole, the IQ argument range to be true. See what I'm saying? That's some real shit then. So when these white folks say that niggers are too stupid I saw an article, what was it? About Robert F. Smith. No, somebody put a comment in one of my videos about, go read the old IQ argument videos I did a while ago. And it was just me defending black people. And just read the comments from these white boys. Because I get upset. You want to get angry. Then after a while, you're like, well, shit. I mean, look at this shit here. I hate to sound like one of them, but damn. Eventually, you have to look in the mirror and do some sort of self-actualization and say, damn, why the fuck is it that this black person over here, this person over here can get out the community, but this one can't? They both started with the same resources. They both started in a single parent home. They both went to the same school. This nigga went out here and made his life and got married and got his own property and doing his own thing and living his good life. This nigga here selling drugs, got 5 different children out of wedlock. They've been locked in and out of jail. What's the difference? And then, but the nigga that did it, got 5 or 6 kids, we'll sit and say that he didn't have no excuse. He didn't have no excuse. Yes, there is an excuse. You shouldn't have did that shit. Like when Biggie Smalls made that, this goes out to all the people that called the police when I was trying to make money to feed my daughter. Bitch, get a job. Why don't you do that? Get a fucking, well, I can't get a job. Why? Well, I mean, nobody want to hire me. Okay. It's 50 different things you could do, guys. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I saw this on a, where was I? I think it was Stossel or somebody. This guy had been unemployed for 3 years. This is a white guy, right? So Stossel told him, look, man, you can get a job. Let's go look for a job. And they had cameras. They followed him around. This dude got 2 and 3 job offers in like a stone's throw away from where he lived at. Right? So he's like, well, you can walk to this job here. And the guy didn't want the damn job. He was getting unemployment. You see what I'm saying? It was a white dude, but still, that spoke volume. He like, man, there's a lot of people out here that say they can't get jobs. Motherfucker, you don't want a job. And if the job you want, is it gonna be the best shit? No. It's probably not. But you don't have no damn skills. So you're gonna have to get in when you fit in. You're trying to get experience right now. So you're gonna have to get in when you fit in. A lot of, man, you know how many people right now, if I say, hey, how easy is it? Like when I remember one time, I think when I first was getting in IT, it had been a while. I had a few dollars saved up. I was starting to lose my money. I was paying the bills every month. I said, you know what? Let me go get a job. Guys, you know how quick you can get a job waiting on tables? I'm talking about in days. I had a job waiting on tables, making like, $50 a shift, $40 a shift. Ain't a lot of money, but it was enough for me to tread water till I got another project and I quit. I worked there for like 2 months. But I was able to do that because I knew about self-control and discipline, and I was trying to live below my means and shit like that. So you can get a job. A lot of times niggas, when they talk about they can't get a job, it's bullshit. Really? Half the niggas that you see that'll be out here bitching about they can't get a job, you can go find them. All right, bro, let's go put you on some slacks, a polo, pull up your pants, let's go get you a haircut. Or if you're gonna go in there, comb your hair, make sure it's neat looking, right? Smell good, make sure you edged up good, smile, walk in and say, hey, how you doing? Speak articulately, this, that. Dude, my first job was at Arby's. a roast beef restaurant, right? Dude told me I like the way my mom made me put on a suit to go to a damn fast food joint. I kid you not. And I walked my ass in there, and the dude was so impressed that I even put on a suit to go to the interview. He gave me the job on the spot. He's like, you know what? The fact that you came in here with a suit on and a tie, and I'm just impressed with the way you carry yourself, young man, I'm going to give you this job. You know what I'm saying? That was my first job. Now, I ain't give a shit. I was 15, 16. I ain't really want the damn job. My mom made me get it. All I cared about was basketball when I was there. I was focused, though. I had a goal, a dream, a passion. So, you know, in that regard, I didn't really have a problem with it. Even if my child has a dream or a passion that they so focused, they don't even want to work. All they want to do is focus on whatever that passion is. Cool. Now, of course, you're going to get your schoolwork first. But after that, if you want to play, you like, I don't want to work. I just want to play football. I'll be cool with that. Till you get 18, you take your ass to school. If you don't make it, then you get your ass out there and get a job. You know. So that's what a lot of kids can do. But where I see problems and hypocrisy is with a lot of us, we don't hold each other accountable on the fuckery that we have in our community. Because there's no way in hell somebody can sit up here and tell me that you should be able to have people out here shooting little kids down like that, man. You know how many kids out here getting killed, little 3 and 4 year olds, just by the sheer fact that you was born in a certain neighborhood, your life is going to end in a few years because you're going to be outside one day. I don't let my boy go outside without me. I don't let him go out. Not that I'm in this area ain't that bad what y'all looking at. It really ain't. It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? And this house is up here going for $350. Like literally, like this house right here, 3-something house right there. So it's getting gentrified. But I'm glad. Get your ugly ass the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I don't care. I know y'all like, damn, it's almost like you hate them. I don't hate them. I'm just tired of us as black people, upstanding black people having to live in fear. If you can't afford $1,500 a month or more, you don't need to live in this motherfucker. You need to take their ass out there to the country somewhere, let them live in the woods. I don't give a shit. Put them in trailers. Do what you do. See what I'm saying? A young dude went to a Popeyes and pulled a gun on an employee because they were out of chicken sandwich. See what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing. You a real nigga, whoop my ass. Don't pull a gun. Them niggas yesterday, somebody, for those that what brought this video on, man, I'm listening to the news this morning. A 1-year-old child got shot in the hand yesterday. Basically, that's an infant, okay? A 1-year-old infant, damn near, got his hand shot, got shot in the hand yesterday because 2 motherfuckers got into it, nigga pulled a gun out. Like, what the fuck did a nigga do so fast that you gotta pull a gun out to kill him? Like, think about that shit. Don't some kind of, like, it's a lot of shit you could do to a nigga before you pull a gun out and shoot him. Like, just in my mind, maybe it's me, maybe I'm out of touch. I'm not from the streets. I am from the streets, but I'm not technically from the streets. I wasn't in them and in love with them. I grew up in the hood. That's basically what I mean by that. So I understand by growing up in the hood, it's certain things that, you know, you can understand, but I just don't get a motherfucker disrespect. I've been disrespected a few times. I wasn't finna pull a gun out and kill a motherfucker. Come on, dude. Is that even worth the same? Is it even worth the same? So let me get this straight. So you buy a $150 pair of Jordans. I scuffed them motherfuckers walking by you. And because I don't say, excuse me, you kill me. Like this is the thinking of a lot of these niggas. You so stupid. You willing to give up. Guys, let me tell you something. That's why I say we the laughing stock. Because anybody that's willing to give up years off their life, you know how much money you can make in 5 years? Let's just say 5 years. Because what you do for shooting a motherfucker. Let's say you'll do 5 years. You know, that's an eternity for me. It's a lot of shit I could do in 5 years. Do you know where I plan to be in 5 years? You know what I'm saying? You guys kind of can see I'm a little ambitious. Do you know where I plan to be in 5 years? I have a son. Do you know what I would miss if I get out and he 8 years old? Would I be the missed? You know what I'm saying? You know what that's like? Time to me is precious. Time, when they lock you up and take your time, they taking the most valuable thing from you on earth. It's way more valuable than money. But it ain't valuable to a motherfucker that ain't really got nothing, that's stupid. You see what I'm saying? Because I know what you can do with time. I value time because I want to do something with my life. But a motherfucker that don't want to do nothing with his life will think, okay, let me measure this out. Okay, he disrespected me. He stepped on my shoes. He didn't say he was sorry. So I'm going to go spend 5 years in prison because I'm finna shoot him. so I can let him know I ain't nothing to be fucked with. Like, this is the stupid. Any motherfucker like that does not need to be free. If you're willing to shoot a nigga, you need to do 50 years, not 5. If you willing to be that flippant with a gun, if you flippant enough to pull a gun out over some real small shit, you need to. That's a motherfucker that does not deserve to be free. And I know you. Well, Malcolm X used to be Malcolm Little, and then, okay, Malcolm X did his time. He reformed himself. He got out and he became Malcolm X. So now I got to let you shit on me and think that one day you could be the next Malcolm X. Fuck out of here. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Be real. I got to let you shit on me and disrespect my community. Cost us millions of dollars in property value. You could be Malcolm X in prison, okay, if that's how you want to be. Malcolm X got out and became Malcolm X. So because Malcolm X was Malcolm Little at one time, we got to let you do the shit you do and terrorize our communities? I got to lay my life down, because guess what? Not all Malcolm Littles just do little, robberies and burglary and shit like that. A lot of them are out here killing motherfuckers, shooting little 3-year-old babies and shit like that. He shot a child. They shot a 3-year-old last year in the car riding with his mama. Killed him, shot him in the chest. He sleep, wakes up crying, screaming because they shot him. What you think that baby wake up? Man, that should have ripped my heart out. I could not. I prayed for that family. I didn't even know who they were. I prayed for them I've been praying for them. I just prayed for them this morning because I thought about it. And before I did this video, I actually felt that. I felt, so I said, I just sent a prayer because I was like, I could just imagine what that family, I don't know who they are, I don't know their name, but that bothered me when I hear stuff like that. I got a child. Guys, if you got a child, if you got a niece or nephew, can you imagine that? You know how innocent they are? They babies, man. Can you imagine that child waking up screaming with a bullet, a hole in his damn chest because of some 8 monkey low-life motherfucker that deserve to get whatever he get coming to him? I don't give a damn. See what I'm saying? Because it's kind of getting to that point where there needs to be some sort of rift in our community where we got to kind of disassociate ourselves from certain situations. Like in that movie Clockers, when Mekhi Phifer was selling dope and they thought that he had got the little boy to kill that dude, Errol or whatever his name, and the dude came and beat him up. His mama sat right there and watched him get his ass whooped. Eventually, you got to kind of disassociate yourself from situations. See what I'm saying? Like on Power, if Tariq was mine, I let him get fucked up. He got to learn. He think he tough. You grew up privileged and you think you smarter than everybody. See what I'm saying? This the problem, man. Black folks, we never hold these motherfuckers' feet to the fire. There's no way in hell we should be as upset as we are about Botham Jean's situation and the guy that witnessed one of the guys on the trial getting killed. And we talking about that, and these little babies out here getting shot down by the same motherfuckers that Tariq and Black Authority, Jason Black, will be out here calling the warrior class. Them niggas ain't no fucking warrior class. Niggas is losers. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's the thing. Like, and then we look at Nipsey, and we got these romanticized views of what we think people are. Well, man, they Nipsey Hussle. God, Nipsey is a rare occasion. And guys, let's be honest for a second. God rest the dead. I got respect for Nipsey. I like Nipsey. I like some of his music. I'm gonna be straight up, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I saw a video of Nipsey literally about a year before he got shot, threatening to whoop a dude on camera. They had to disable the comments on the video. He threatened to whoop a dude on camera and bragging about how he from the streets and he'll beat the dude down and whoop his ass and nigga, you ain't cut like me, nigga. You ain't cut like. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like we can't act like, okay, that kind of shit kind of got you fucked up in the end. Let's just be honest. That being from the street shit got him fucked up. I wish he didn't. I like the brother. I respect him. I respect some of the interviews and think he was a real smart, intelligent brother. But the fact that you're willing to go and get violent with a motherfucker. See, let me tell you something, guys. If I get violent, I'm gonna put my hands on you. Bitch, it's to the death for me. I'm scared. I'm a scary nigga. I'm not fucking around. See, if you get into it with me, if one of them niggas come at me like that, bitch, I'm trying to kill you because I'm scared. See, I don't know about the rest of y'all. Y'all niggas think y'all just gonna get in a little skirmish with these niggas will take your ass up out of here. I got a lot of shit to live for. So if a motherfucker come at me like that, I'm gonna try to kill his ass. Cause I'm not tough. I'm not a real nigga. I'm not. I'm gonna try to, hey brother, I apologize and keep it moving. I've been in a situation where I'd have kind of had to just say, hey man, I apologize, bro. My bad. Yeah, nigga, yeah, you better. And in my mind, I'm thinking, bitch, I'll beat this, that's what I be thinking. But I'm like, do I really want to take it to that level with this stupid ape nigga? Because this is a nigga that's showing me that I got to think for him. See, in traffic, they say you got to do what they call defensive driving, where you got to think for the other person as well as yourself. You have to do defensive living in the black community because you got to think for the ape, the monkey, and yourself. You got to say, okay, I'm going to stay away from this nigga. A lot of us will say, you know what, I'm going to move out to the suburbs because if this nigga come in my yard, if this nigga do something to my child, do something, try to break him out, I'm going to kill him. And if his mammy run her ass, I'm going to shoot her. And whoever the fuck it is, I got to shoot. And defend whoever I got to defend because you ain't finna hurt me or mine. See, you ain't finna take what the fuck I get out the bed every morning to go work for. See, this is how a lot of black people think. So they move the fuck out. Because who wants to do that? See, I got shit to do. And see, in light of me, in view of me doing that, what it would probably cause is there would be some sort of causality to it where I wound up in jail because of your monkey ass. See what I'm saying? I know I'm pissing people off with that word, but I'm going to keep saying it. Ape. That's what the fuck you are. You got to consider your actions before you make them dealing with them niggas. Yeah. You got to. I got to think for your ass. I got to see you 3-4 blocks down the street. Okay, I see them niggas. I ain't going to go down there. That's a shame. So now you got black people in their own communities that can't move freely. When I can't move freely, that means I can't conduct business like I probably would want to. There's certain things I probably can't do because of that. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of wealth that we lose because we got a lot of niggas that got the mindset like that, standing out on the streets trying to sell dope, and he think, man, I'm just hustling. You fuck about you hustling, nigga. Get off your sorry ass, pull your pants up, finish high school, right? Join the military if you that damn stupid. Go get you a trade, do something. Get off your ass and do something. You want to stand them now, you rather stand on the edge of the street and you want pity? I'm not feeling sorry for your ass. You're not getting no pity. Not from me, you ain't. I ain't getting your ass nothing. You're not getting an ounce of pity from me. If you willing to go out here and take a gun and end me or mine life, then I'm sorry, guy. I don't feel sorry for your ass. And we need to stop feeling sorry for these people when the cops kill their ass. See what I'm saying? Say what you will. I'm going to say this is going to sound real fucked up, but we all know it's the truth. If we had ran into Mike Brown away from that situation that we saw, Mike Brown was probably one of them brothers that we probably didn't want to fuck with and be around. He probably the motherfucker that I probably didn't want to live adjacent to. I'm just being straight up from what I see. You know what I'm saying? So when that situation took place, God bless the dead. I don't think he deserved to die. But at the end of the day, a lot of that shit that happens in like, and I remember being angry and triggered when certain people would call the boy a thug and say Mike Brown was a thug because they tried to say Trayvon wasn't no thug. You could tell the difference. There was a difference between Trayvon and Mike Brown. And we all as black people know what the fuck I'm talking about. We want to play like we don't. We do. Okay, Trayvon was a kid, a follower. He was just a young, impressionable kid doing little Billy silly shit. But you can see from the cloth that he was cut from, his dad was in his life. His mom was educated, dad educated. His brother went on to get into politics. They was going to be already doing, you could tell Trayvon was going to be something. But at a certain phase, if I go through your Instagram and Facebook and look at any child, you probably would think that they, so it's a difference. I get it. But there's also situations where you got guys like Mike Brown who, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Was he selling drugs at that damn gas station, or was that a strong arm robbery? Either way, it was fucked up. That type of shit. We shouldn't have no footage. See, let me tell you, a cop pulled my ass. You ain't gonna have no footage of me walking in no gas station, snatching some shit off around the back and walking out that bitch. Not only that, a cop can talk to me greasy. I'm not gonna reach in his fucking car. I'm just not. I'm gonna be like, all right, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get out of the middle of the street, because I know how I done been disrespected by cops. I had a cop pull his gun on me because he said I put a piece of trash on the ground. See what I'm saying? I had a cop do that. I had a cop pull a gun on me because he said I put some trash on the ground. I was mad than a motherfucker. I was like, he lying. He lying on me. You know what I'm saying? But so I've been through some fuckery with the police. Damn the police, right? I don't have no remorse for the cops. I don't. Most of the 90% of the time, a cop can be a nice cop one day, let you go. Next day, he got off the wrong side of the bed. He out there whooping your ass. He lying on you. He doing whatever the fuck he got to do. Or a cop can be a good cop. He'll show up on a crime scene. A bad cop is choking a motherfucker, beating him to death, and he'll stand there and watch him do it and try to block you from being able to film with your phone. This is what the cops do. So I don't even think there is a such thing as a good cop. We just got black people that we know that work in the police department, and we think, well, no, my cousin so and so worked there. He a good cop. He a good cop. Yeah, he a good cop until some shit pop off. He gonna get right in line with the rest of them and help them. Cops show up. A cop could be. And I've seen that shit, man. They done got trained with that shit. A cop will be. I remember one video. A cop was choking a homeless dude. And the dude was saying, please, I could tell he had mental issues. Please stop, please, I'm sorry. The dude kept saying that. Please stop, I'm not fighting you, I'm not resisting. Now, this is a guy who's mentally ill. And all the cops showed up and stood in front of the cameras and let that dude sit there and choked and beat that dude to death. And of course, the cop got off, right? That was a cold-blooded murder. I got a homeboy. His cousin got choked to death. They sat there and held his feet in the air. Lady said they did the same thing. They walked outside, the cops was pulling guns out to get back in the house. They looked out the window and sat there and watched him choke that boy to death till he couldn't move no more. Kept choking him after he stopped breathing. Made sure he died. Then they shipped the body to Florida and embalmed it before they could do an autopsy. That type of shit. That's what the police do. Guess what? I'm sure, and they said it was a bunch of cops there. So guess what? I'm sure there was some good cops that showed up on the scene that helped him with that shit. I don't believe in the good cop because you support a corrupt, evil system. But guys, for every time if we do the math, we only talking about maybe per year 500, 600 people that even have to deal with that shit that are unarmed. And I would go out on a limb and say, even out of that, you only talking about maybe per year innocent. I say maybe 150, which is still high. But maybe the cops probably kill 150 to 200 innocent black people a year. Innocent, like really innocent. And they just freak out and kill them. Black people. The rest of the time, guys, do the math. The rest of the time, how many kids just in the last month and a half done been shot in the black community? And we ain't heard shit about it from Tariq. We ain't heard shit about it from Jason Black. We heard shit about it from Professor Black Truth. We heard nothing. And them niggas want to talk about that's the warrior class. See, that's why I made that video. Thugs are not the warrior class. Thugs are our cancer to the community. If you took every thug and got rid of the damn and just took their ass and took them to another island or somewhere and got rid of the motherfucker, you know how functional and productive our communities would be? If you got rid of all these motherfuckers. Now, you might get rid of a sizable chunk of us, but still. You know what I'm saying? What would that do for us? You know what I'm saying? If you got rid of all them damn street niggas, and just get rid of them. Like we ain't got no more in the black community. What would that do? That'll be the best thing to happen to us, guys. Because then what'll happen is we'll then have to face the fact that, okay, your ass you getting outworked. See what I'm saying? Because you got so much, we out here, like, for example, I'm going to tell you a good example. We out here right now. Jason Black made about 2 or 3 videos talking about, Jason Black's one of the main ones I'm talking about. Because he's been making all these white supremacy videos and shit. Forgive, 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 like he always do, right? So the thing is, and then, Tariq then made a video, forgive this and how forgiving doesn't work. First of all, that's not even a prevalent thing that most black people get shot down all the time. The only reason you see people say that shit, I'm going to tell you why you say people say forgive. This is what's going on. Because people, I don't want to ever be in that situation. So let me tell you what's going on. All these people ain't just devout Christians, okay? What's going on is somebody will get shot and then they try to go through the legal system. They don't have no money 9 times out of 10. They go through the legal system, right? The cop gets either a smack on the wrist, or if he don't get a smack on the wrist, he gets completely off, right? And so the family's like, I don't have no choice. They like, man, I got this shit eating me up. I can't sleep at night. I can't live. So they think, oh, I'm gonna have to forgive because it's for my own health. That's what they saying. Now, I think it's stupidity to go out and give these people these sound bites saying that dumb shit. Because I think it's stupid. Not that it's dumb, but I wouldn't get out and say it in front of people. I wouldn't. Because if Tariq children, would heaven forbid something happened to one of his kids, Tariq be having to do this. He'll have to eat his words. Because Tariq ain't finna take a gun and gonna do a damn thing. But he live his ass in the suburbs. See what I'm saying? He live out there with the white folks. So I'm sure he ain't gonna have that problem because he done made millions off these hidden colors, right? So he's straight with his small hat, mother-in-law living with him. And his small hat wife and small hat kids. You know what I'm saying? So if something happened to him with them being small hats, I'm sure he gonna kick in the small hat mode and make sure that they straight. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, me and you get shot, we fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. That's what you see when you see these people talking about forgive. And it's been scientifically proven, guys, this is science. This ain't just me just making this up in my ass, pulling something out my ass. A lot of times when people do forgive, when they say that, they doing it for themselves, man, because they see it. They can't have no peace. I wouldn't have no peace if a cop did something, heaven forbid, to my baby. I have a fit. I would feel a certain way about that shit. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of these people feel like, okay, am I ready to go in this courtroom and kill these motherfuckers? That's what you're gonna have to do to a police or to whoever, right? But you see people do that shit all the time. When black people, like, you have to forgive. I see why people say, not everybody trying to act mocking people for saying that. I just don't think you need to get out and say that in public to the media and all that, to a bunch of atheist media people that's gonna try to humiliate you and make you look like a sucker. That's exactly what you're doing. That's not biblical. That's not what. Nah, you look like a sucker. The Bible says you're supposed to be cunning as a serpent, gentle as a dove. That you gotta be smart, bro. You can't be out there giving nobody no. That's stupid. That's dumb. Because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it out to be a mockery, which is what they do, which does damage. So I don't think they should do that. But at the same time, that's what those family members are saying when they say they forgive. They saying that, man, I got to move on with my life because I can't function. And so. But the thing is, guys, Jason Black will make all these little broadcasts or whatever he calls it, right? He'll do that. But then Pookie done shot and killed a 1-year-old or a 3-year-old. How many, you count on one hand the times he done a video about that shit. Most of the time he go, it's white supremacy. If you listen to these dudes on your internet, you would think literally that there are white people sitting in the woods sniping black folks off every day when they walk outside. You would literally think if 100 years from now, if somebody was to listen to Jason Black, you would be thinking, damn, man, shit was fucked up, man. You would think you living in Mad Max or some shit, or it's damn the Terminator, like in the machines or some shit. Like we had that type of war, like where you got the machines against the humans. Like it's like the whites against the blacks. Like that's how they talking. Like white folks is, man, they ain't studying our ass. They feel like, man, you defeated anyway. Half of them. Half of the racist motherfuckers out here, if you sit them down, oh, you guys are defeated. We got your families are destroyed. You got people that you call leaders who telling you that your warriors are good for you, that your drug dealers are actually doing some good when they're our biggest ally. Like, come on, man, we control the black community by remote control. You know what I'm saying? We own the record labels, so we put people out there like T.I. and David Banner and get them a platform, and we push them, and you idiots listen to them. Like this. That's if I had to talk to a white supremacist, that's what they would probably say. Why do we need to come do shit? You doing it. You stupid enough to do it. You doing our work for us. You got your kids growing up looking up to motherfuckers like T.I. You actually putting T.I. on platforms to talk about politics. If that ain't the most disrespectful shit, I'd like to know what is. That you even put a motherfucker like that up there because he used big words. He done went and looked in the thesaurus and using words and shit like that, so he's smart. Man, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that I see. You know what I'm saying? So I think what's going on is I think a lot of white people ain't studying our ass like that for real. I think what's going on is, but if you listen to Jason Black, we are at war. Like, what the fuck you talking about, man? War, well, man, we'll be wiped out in a week, man, if we really want to go to war for real. If it's as bad as I think, listening to him, if it's as bad as I think he talking, but he gotta talk like that so he can sell his documentaries and shit. He can't tell niggas, nah, it ain't no white man sitting outside with a gun ready to shoot you as soon as you walk outside. What it is, you didn't get your fucking homework. You got out, not only, because this is real shit. This is really the truth. This is the truth. You getting outworked. So what's happening is, yeah, these motherfuckers own everything you see. 365 degrees. Everywhere you walk outside, you're going to see 360 degrees. Everything you see when you walk outside is white on, right? And they outworking your bitch ass. That's the truth. So you walk outside, you looking like, damn, man, the white man got this, and this. Yeah, you're right. But on top of that, he's outworking you. So when you getting outworked, what's your excuse then? I ain't getting outworked. It's racism. Show me where it's racism. Show me why the fuck could you not do what you supposed to do in school and get out of school instead of talking about this for the people that called the police on me when I was trying to make some money to feed my daughter. Why the fuck did you drop out of high school? But I had to make money. Man, you look, black folks wasn't selling drugs in the 50s and 60s, we survived. Black folks act like shit is so dire right now that they gotta do the shit they do. I got to sell dope. I got to, not the fuck you don't. You just want to be comfortable. Most drug dealers, guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess what? Most drug dealers do that shit out of desire, not out of necessity. For every nigga that's trying to pay his mama light bill, you got a million motherfuckers that's trying to wear the nice clothes, the Jordans. It's consumerism. Our desire for consuming goods has driven a lot of our young men to sell drugs. Our desire to have flashy rims and clothes and shit like that. That's really what it is, guys. It ain't this damn desire to help mama pay the bills. I'm tired of mama struggling. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Mama struggling because mama made some bad choices. If my son got to go do any motherfucking thing to help me pay the bills, I failed him as a father. I have failed. I will tell you that out my mouth. I failed as a dad if my boy got to sell dope. I failed. You see what I'm saying? And so the black community, when you see guys out here talking about they got to sell dope, they got to do this, got to do that, your mom failed you, dude. Your mom, the woman you claim you all crazy about and you love and you want to see her do this and you want to see her that woman failed you as a parent. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't had to do shit for my mom. I helped her out. I gave her money sometime if I had it as a kid, which was very, very rare. My mom ain't come to me and ask me to pay no bills. We was poor. We didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up. My dad, God rest his soul, would help us out. He would do stuff too, but we didn't have a lot of money. But the bills was paid. God always provided. You know what I'm saying? God always made a way. The lights got cut off a couple of times, but they weren't off for maybe a day. They'll be right back on. The gas, water, heat, anything. We made it. And here I am today. So I didn't have to sell no dope. That's a lie. See what I'm saying? And so when you hear people like Jason Black, well, I don't care how you get wealth, just get it. No, telling somebody that you don't care about them selling dope, as long as they trying to get power, wealth, and influence, that's destructive, guys. I care about you. I care about how you choose to go about getting wealth. Like I've seen Jason Black say, I don't mind you selling drugs. No, I mind you selling drugs. You causing damage. That's like saying, I don't mind you getting HIV as long as you don't get cancer. What the fuck? Both of them are detrimental to you. You see what I'm saying? Cancer is the worst fear we think we need to fear, not HIV, not AIDS. Go get full-blown AIDS, but just don't get cancer. Both of them will kill your ass. So selling drugs does so much damage. It keeps the prisons full of motherfuckers. Niggas out here going straight to prison for that shit, trying to get to that dollar that way, because we think that's the only way. And we listen to people like Tariq, you listen to people like Jason Black, you would think that that's cool. You know how many drug dealers and gang members and shit listen to that shit? See, I can listen to, this is how I know, this is why I think we have a problem if these guys are our thought leaders, if these guys are really shaping our morality, we are in trouble, guys. Because if I'm a guy out here selling drugs and shooting and killing and shooting up motherfuckers' houses, and then I can go listen to a Tariq Nasheed and don't get 1 ounce of conviction and feel any type of guilt for the lifestyle that I lead, we in trouble. See, because back when Malcolm X was doing his thing and when Martin Luther King was doing their thing, they were talking about having moral standards and having certain things. Yeah, we're going to fight racism. Yeah, that's wrong. But Malcolm X said you need to get off welfare. Malcolm X said you need to provide for your family. You need to be a good father. You need to be a good husband. You know, don't cheat on your wife. You know, Martin Luther King, as much as dirt he really did, I ain't never seen Martin Luther King talking about, you know, it's okay to sell drugs. It's okay to, no. You see what I'm saying? I ain't see that. So I'm sorry, guys. I just see too much shit going on in the community where motherfuckers don't want to hold the black people accountable that need to be held accountable. I.e., people like Tariq. They doing damage too, dog. I don't care what nobody say. You're doing damage when you start telling people that it's okay and you shouldn't feel bad about the shit you do in your community. And I'm cool with the street niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? You sound like K. Michelle. That's the type of shit K. Michelle would say. I'm from the streets. Like, oh, you tough. Ooh, you from the streets. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What that mean? What does that mean, guys? That means that I have a low standard of morality when I say shit like that. We just don't want to admit it. That's what that is, guys. It means that you aren't willing to do what it is you need to do to be held accountable for your actions. A lot of those people refuse to be held accountable for the shit they do. That's real. They're not going to be held accountable. Guys, I got a scrum meeting in a few minutes. Y'all have a good one.